Hello everyone, welcome to a new series. Now let me give you a little bit of backstory on my Dishonored history here. I played Dishonored 1, I loved it, it's phenomenal, best stealth game I've played. I bought Dishonored 2, this was like 3 or 4 years ago, this is a long time ago. I bought it, I'm so excited to play this game. I loaded up, I don't remember what happened. I think I got a few levels in. And then I just turned it off one day and I never went back. I think a bunch of games came out. I got distracted. Time passed. I didn't want to go back. Well, I did want to go back, but I'm like, I have to start again. And I'm like, let's do it later. Let's do it later. But recently, I got Death of the Outsider for really cheap. Got it for 14 Canadian dollars. And I thought, well, I got that. I can't do that without doing 2, so yeah, we're doing 2. Finally, 3 or 4 years later, we're finally doing 2. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but we're doing it. Now, I've played the first few levels, so I know you pick between Corvo or Emily. I'm going to pick Corvo so I can continue his story and use his powers and just because I want to be Corvo, man. Corvo's a badass. But I know Emily has different powers, so you can play the game differently. But my first playthrough, I want it to be Corvo. I'll go through it again as Emily, probably on my own time. Unless you guys love it so much to see the game again. I don't know, that's up to you. You'd have to start commenting for that. Probably have to get viewers first for that. Arcane Studios. Let me turn this down. I don't want echoes. Don't need 2 audio sources. Now, if any of you have not played the first Dishonored, and you like stealth action, you need to play that game. It's so good. Also, I love this intro soundtrack. Let me just listen to it for a second. It fits so well. It's tense, bit of eerie. It gives you some anticipation, you know? Subtle. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling on. I should have a save here. Yeah, we have some stuff going on here. I guess we'll just do 3. I guess I tried the game as Emily before, I don't remember. I like reading these. Enjoy the scenery and narrative, exploring at a leisurely pace. Enemies have limited perception, inflict less damage, and will give up the chase sooner. Elixirs have increased restorative value, and your health regenerates faster. So, very easy baby mode. Tailored for players familiar with first-person action games. For veterans of Dishonored, or players who enjoy a challenge. Enemies are perceptive, tenacious, and more dangerous in combat. Well, if you play the game properly, stealthfully, you won't be in combat now, will ya? But here's the other side of that. I'm recording, right? And if I get to a particularly tricky section, you guys are gonna have to sit there and watch me do it over and over and over. So I'm probably gonna pick medium, but let's see what this says. Oh, I like that. Look. And then it zooms out, and zooms out again, zooms out more. So this is the story, right? All you see is Corvo and Emily. You're gonna experience their story. If you go to medium, you're gonna have some enemy resistance, more enemy resistance, more enemy resistance. That's very clever. I like that. And custom. That basically brings you up so you can control the field. That is very cool. Okay. A brutal experience for highly skilled players. Cover offers less concealment. Sound travels farther. And reinforcements show up in greater numbers. Enemies are very perceptive, attack faster, and deal more damage. Elixirs have decreased restorative value. Stick to medium. You want to start the tutorial? Yes. Just because there's some character interaction you guys should see in the tutorial. East of Draper's Ward. If you haven't played the first game, there's going to be spoilers, so yeah. Also, I've been thinking about doing...
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat.
I want to interrupt.
Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
Sorry, I was having a drink. I was gonna say, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was thinking about doing the Batman games. In order, though. Chronological order, not release date order. It's a big whale. So first would be Batman Origins, and then Asylum, and then City, and then Night.
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
Yeah, your city's a bit messed up. What's that? Ox? 8? Never took the time to look at that. Some looping looking water there. Anyway, in the first game there was a rat plague, conspiracies, and intrigue going on. I think there's lightning outside. I think we're having a storm.
What training regimen?
The power doesn't go. I don't want to record this again.
Today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
I can do everything, anything. God damn. Game feels really different from what I'm used to. I'm currently playing through Resident Evil 2 at the same time. Not used to this sensitivity or control scheme. Oh god. Got it.
You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Yes. What's next?
Vault the obstacle and slide under. 3. Press A to rise, B to dive deeper. Good info. Grab the chain. This is one of those games where you have to be very perceptive.
If only I could spend every day running and
because there's lots of secrets and puzzles and stuff that are tied to clues in the environment.
Now to test my agility.
Like, let's say there's a safe that needs to be opened. You'd have to look in the room, find a book with a note in it, or maybe there's the clue on a wall behind a painting or something. Stuff like that.
Come to me.
So this game might be a little slower than Resident Evil 2, that's for sure. At least I'm going to take it slower. You've learned well.
Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Very quiet. Stealth master. I know how stealth works.
I want you to sneak up on me, if you can.
And there's a big ass whale. If you don't know much about me, I have thalassophobia, as many people should, because it's normal. Have a fear of she's gonna see me. Fear of deep open water. Yeah, that's how awareness works. That lightning bolt on their head fills up the more they become aware of you. When they are aware of you, it turns red, and then they will aggro. Anyway, I have a fear of
behind the enemy. Catch them
deep open water and the gigantic things that could be in it. Like that.
If you're quick.
And knockout. You can either knock them out or you can kill them from behind. Depends if you want to be lethal or non-lethal. It does affect the ending, at least it did in the first game.
Don't let me hear you or see you.
Didn't see anything at all.
Don't make any sound.
Quiet as a lynx stalking a gazelle.
Got it. Easy enough. Sensitivity feels a little weird though. Feels... I don't know.
Remember,
We'll see.
pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
It is a little fast. Let me see if I can lower this. Gameplay, no controls. View sensitivity X. So it was on 41. Let's try 31. Yes. Wait, what is that snap? Auto aim model? Snap friction off. I don't know what that is. Maybe that makes you snap to the target faster and this slowly guides you to it. Okay, we'll see. A little better, a little better. More control over where I'm aiming. Ah, yes, I think this is a bit better.
Perfect shot.
Give me more arrows. Na, 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 na. Yeah, these things were a pain in the ass in the first game. I'm not sure if we solved the plague problem or not.
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we?
That sounds lovely.
Yes. You would. That's my daughter.
Now what?
When someone swings a sword at you, block.
Obviously.
Block with your blade. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting.
It's still swinging.
If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance.
Parry.
You're quick. Come on. Smart move.
There we go.
That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer.
Got some parry skills, man.
You can choke an enemy out, even in combat.
Okay. Parry?
Come on.
What's that weird ass hit?
Come on.
And then I grab them. Okay. If you parry them, you could follow up with either a kill or a stun.
Go for the fatality.
Okay.
Come on.
There we go. And, there you go.
Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself.
I can take care of myself.
When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
The lights. Momentum is finally slowing. Okay. Bunch of tips down there in the bottom. A long day in Dunwall. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Assassinated 15 years ago. That's when the first game happened. So this is 15 years after the first game. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. I like how they give you the choice to continue, so they let you read what's on screen here. It doesn't just automatically bring you to the game.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
What a predicament. Hopefully you guys don't mind me not talking during those, so you guys can get more immersed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the
Your
ceremony
eyes are very
today.
far apart. This game has a certain
Your signet ring.
style.
You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
I like it. Like, you can tell it's just very Dishonored.